Today we're looking at the best electric scooters you can buy in 2018. In our last video, we found who makes Bird, Lime, and other rental scooters. In this video, we're doing a detailed review of more scooters including the Xiaomi M365, the Segway Ninebot ES2, GoTrax GXL, and the Swagtron Swagger 5. At the end, we do an acceleration and brake test comparison on all the scooters. Starting with the most common scooter used by Bird, Lime, and Jump is the Segway Ninebot ES2. It retails for $650, but can be hard to find and sometimes sold out due to popular demand. It has the best design, longest range available, quickest acceleration, and fastest top speed out of all the scooters we tested. You also have an app where you can track battery life and customize ride modes, braking resistance, cruise control, and even custom color underglow lights. It features a digital screen on the top, which will display your current speed, ride mode, and battery life remaining. The front headlight is bright, and the scooter also features two rear tail lights. The Segway has three modes: speed limit mode, standard mode, and sport mode. It also features cruise control, which is a feature the rental scooters do not have. When you turn on cruise control, it keeps your current speed after holding the acceleration steady for 5 seconds. If you touch either the brake or the acceleration, it turns off cruise control. For brakes, the ES2 has both front and rear brakes. The front uses the front motor to slow you down. You also have a rear brake you can use with your foot. For tires, the Segway has solid rubber tires, which means you never have to worry about tire pressure or flats. This also means you can feel more bumps in the road. Segway did add a front shock and rear suspension to help absorb some of the rough terrain. You can also buy an additional range battery that costs between $200 and $250 and is sold separately. The battery increases top speed from 15 miles per hour to 19 miles per hour and increases range up to 28 miles instead of 15 miles. We bought the extra battery and we noticed a big difference in acceleration as well. When riding in the fastest mode around the city, we are getting between 18 to 20 miles of range. For folding and carrying, the Segway ES2 has the best mechanism we tested. It has a fold-down lever that you press with your foot. The front bar clips directly onto the rear, and you can grab and carry. Keep in mind with the extra battery, it adds 5 pounds to the weight, making the scooter very heavy at 32 pounds. If you prefer to leave your scooter locked up, we recommend a few locks and chains to keep it safe. We'll put links in the description below. Next up, we bought the Xiaomi M365. This is the original scooter that Bird started using. We'll put some links in the description below. If you can find an M365, you will notice it has a simple and clean design. The batteries are stored in the bottom of the footstand, compared to the Segway where the batteries are stored in the front bar. This means it feels better balanced while riding. It has air-filled tires which provide cushion when going over bumps and cracks. It also has a rear disc brake, similar to what you have on a bike. The benefit is that it's much stronger and can be adjusted to be stronger or weaker. However, it does require more maintenance in the long term, such as having to replace brake pads. The M365 also folds. However, the pull-down mechanism can be difficult to pull down. For weight, the scooter is 27 pounds, which is heavy. You wouldn't want to carry this up more than a small flight of stairs. The M365 also has an app where you can customize the ride modes, braking resistance, and track your battery, range, mileage, and much more. Speaking of battery and range, this is where the M365 shines. They advertise 18-mile range, and we're happy to say we can get even more with 20 miles of range on this scooter. Next, we found one of the top-rated scooters on Amazon, the GoTrax GXL. If you want a simple, clean, and well-priced electric scooter, this is our top choice. It retails on Amazon for $460 and is usually in stock. The GXL has a blacked-out look, sleek design with little branding. It has a digital display so you can see battery remaining and speed, along with a bright front LED. There's 2 riding modes you can choose from. Mode 1 is the Eco mode, and Mode 2 will get you to 17 miles per hour with quick acceleration. You have one throttle to accelerate and another for the front brake. The scooter also has a unique rear brake that uses a foot pedal in the rear. Having both front and rear brakes makes a big difference. We found the scooter has the best stopping of any we have tested so far. The only downside is the GXL does not have an app, and there's also no rear taillight. You also don't have features such as cruise control. The motor is also a bit more noisy than most of the other scooters we tested. The rear brakes also needed a little bit of adjusting so it doesn't rub or squeak. For range, it's advertised at 12.5 miles, and we found that that was accurate. On a long steady ride, we were able to go 11 miles and still have 1.5 bars remaining in top speed mode. In the city we stop and go, you should expect less, around 8 to 10 miles depending on what mode you ride. But for the price, we think this is currently the best deal on an electric scooter for 2018. You can get one on Amazon for $460 with Prime shipping. We'll put a link in the description. Finally, we tested the Swagtron Swagger 5. This scooter comes in at $400 from a company called Swagtron. It's not the best brand name for a company, and unfortunately, they also like to advertise it on the scooter as well. But some tape or spray paint can go a long way. Branding aside, this scooter looks almost identical to the M365 and also similar to the GXL. The Swagger has a rear brake just like a bike. The Swagger 5 has 3 riding modes. The first 2 are pretty slow, and the third has a top speed of up to 18 miles per hour. The acceleration is steady, but not as quick as the other scooters such as the GXL. The scooter does have an app you can connect to. The design looks a little older, but you can track your ride, change gears, and track your battery life. Speaking of battery life and range, this is where Swagger fell short. We found that on a long bike path, we only got 9 miles before the battery ran out. In city riding with a slight uphill, we only got 5 miles of range. The battery meter on the scooter also fluctuates because it calculates voltage and not actual battery remaining. We were told a future update will fix this. The scooter does come with a phone mount and a bell, which are nice add-ons. Overall, we found that each scooter had different acceleration and braking, so we wanted to show you the difference. The Segway ES2 has the best and quickest acceleration from all 4 we tested. Meanwhile, the M365 has good acceleration, coming in close to the ES2. The GXL has quick acceleration that also impressed us. And finally, the Swagger with the least acceleration. For braking, the ES2 has rear brakes, but it is not very strong and cannot stop on a dime. The ES2 also has a higher top speed, and braking quickly from 19 miles per hour will require both front and rear brake at the same time. The M365 has a rear disc brake and can stop faster than the ES2. Finally, the GXL has both a front motor brake and a rear disc brake, so it can stop the quickest. Finally, here's how we would rank the scooters based on our tests. The Ninebot Segway ES2 is the top scooter, with the most range, features, speed, and extras. However, it's the most expensive at $650, plus another $200 if you want the extended battery. The Segway ES4 is the bundle with the extra battery, so you can save money. The GoTrax GXL is the best scooter for your money, coming in at $460, and can be found on sale for less. It's clean, simple, and quick while still having great range. The Xiaomi M365, also known as the Mi, is a great scooter for $600. While more expensive, it does have great range with the built-in battery, and smooth acceleration and braking. Alright everyone, that's it for now. We'll put links in the description to all these scooters. Next up, be sure to watch our best accessories video for locks, phone mounts, helmets, and more.